baby. Cut! What's the problem?
Excuse me, but there's a new Lipton Brisk that tastes so good it sells itself.
So? Where's the director?
So you puppets are fired.
Nobody fires Danny Devito. I don't care if new Brisk does taste better. What are you looking at?
The puppet community is up in arms today over the unexpected firing of the much-beloved Lipton characters.
Trying to keep the little man down.
What's your take on all this, Jackie?
It's unconstitutional, Pat. If the puppets go away, Lipton must pay.
We at Lipton feel no ill will toward the puppet community. This is purely a business decision.
Off the record, we should be fired. The stuff sells itself. A little to the left.
I don't know, Danny. Tastes really good to me.
Traitor!
Is that all you got, puppet boy?
No, that's the story here. New Brisk tastes so good, it sells itself. Get off of me!
This is far from over.
How'd they do that? This is an explanation on how Loose Moose and Quiet Man brought the vision of Mickey Paxton and John Krevlin of J. Walter Thompson to the biggest commercial venue there is, the Super Bowl. First, Danny DeVito was shot delivering his lines.
This is far from over. This is far from over. This is far from over.
So the animators had timings to work to. The footage of DeVito was roughly combined with the background plates by editor Clayton Hemmert.
Taxi! That's Brisk, baby. Cut! What's the problem?
Excuse me, but there's a new Lipton Brisk that tastes so good it sells itself.
What? Where's the director?
You puppets are fired.
Nobody fires me. Get my agent on the phone. What are you looking at?
The puppet community is up in arms today over the unexpected firing of the much-beloved Lipton characters.
They're trying to keep the little man down.
What's your take on all this, Jackie?
It's unconstitutional, Pat. If the puppets go away, Lipton must pay.
We at Lipton feel no ill will toward the puppet community. This is purely a business decision.
Off the record, we should be fired. The stuff sells itself. A little to the left.
I don't know, Danny. Tastes pretty good to me.
Traitor!
Is that all you got, puppet boy?
No, that's the story here. New Brisk tastes so good, it sells itself. Get off of me!
This is far from over.
While the rough cut was being done for timings, the director Ken Litster and executive producer Glenn Holberton of Loose Moose were designing the characters. After the agency approved the design, the sketches were turned into three-dimensional models. The models were prototypes for the puppets to be built by McKinnon and Saunders. Here is Ken animating. Ken doesn't really work this fast. In fact, it takes over 12 minutes to animate one frame. At that rate, it takes all day to animate 2 seconds. The finished animation was then sent to Quiet Man. At Quiet Man, keys were pulled to put the animation over the appropriate background. Quiet Man then color corrected and repositioned the animation so it would exactly match the background. Every shot started with a background plate shot by director Baker Smith. On the crowd shots, some background puppets were added. Live-action people were interspersed, and more puppets layered in. Foreground elements of Mike Campbell, Al Roker, and Mickey Paxton were added. A final touch of shadows and Al's hand over Mickey, and let her rip. Here's the final spot, one more time.
That's Brisk, baby. Cut! What's the problem?
Excuse me, but there's a new Lipton Brisk that tastes so good it sells itself.
So? Where's the director?
So you puppets are fired.
Nobody fires Danny DeVito. I don't care if new Brisk does taste better. What are you looking at?
The puppet community is up in arms today over the unexpected firing of the much-beloved Lipton characters.
Trying to keep the little man down.
What's your take on all this, Jackie?
It's unconstitutional, Pat. If the puppets go away, Lipton must pay.
We at Lipton feel no ill will toward the puppet community. This is purely a business decision.
Off the record, we should be fired. The stuff sells itself. A little to the left.
I don't know, Danny. Tastes really good to me.
Traitor!
Is that all you got, puppet boy?
No, that's the story here. New Brisk tastes so good, it sells itself. Get off of me!
This is far from over.